to a case that has sent shockwaves through France.
And at the centre of it, a 72-year-old mother and grandmother.
Gisèle Pelicot could have remained hidden, but she demanded to be seen. Not only rejecting her right to anonymity, but insisting the depraved videos of the horrors she unknowingly endured in her own home played publicly in court. Pelicot, now a feminist icon, for using her private torment to stand up for other victims of sexual abuse. It's not easy, Pelicot says, but of course we'll have to fight to the end. Here's how this once ordinary woman forced an extraordinary moment of reckoning for French society.
She made it so that the men who raped her and her ex-husband were the ones who felt shameful, or at least were shamed by the public debate, and not her as a victim. She made shame change sides.
The horrifying case starts in the picturesque south of France, where Pelicot thought she was living a normal life with her then-husband of 50 years, Dominique. That illusion shattered when Dominique was caught filming up women's skirts. Police then searched the couple's home, uncovering a trove of images showing Pelicot unconscious, being raped and abused. About 200 attacks by dozens of men, investigators say, over nearly 10 years.
It's almost unsayable what she went through.
Dominique admitted to drugging Pelicot with a prescription medication, advertising her online, inviting men into the couple's bedroom to assault her while she was heavily sedated. In court, Pelicot watched video after video showing her limp body defiled over and over by the accused, sitting just feet away. Her husband calling her vile slurs while filming the assaults.
The things she's going through are humiliating on a scale I don't think we have ever seen in the modern age in terms of like public humiliation. I don't know how she sat through some of the discussions about the very graphic detail of what the men did to her. It must have been completely disgusting.
Drugged, Pelicot had no awareness of the attacks. She's now forced to live with several sexually transmitted diseases. The shock of the rapes themselves deepened by the men accused of carrying them out. 50 of them on trial alongside Dominique. Young, old, most with ordinary jobs and ordinary lives, some married with children and grandchildren.
The defense given by these men about why they were there in that room, penetrating, raping Gisèle Pelicot was so extraordinary. There were things like, yeah, I got a lot of testosterone in my system. My body was raping her, but I wasn't. Or I had the consent of her husband, but that was the important thing, not the consent of the woman.
French law makes no reference to consent, and there's a low conviction rate for rape cases. The trial has triggered a wave of protests across the country, igniting a reckoning over attitudes toward rape and women. Rapists are people we know, this protester says. It's in our families. It's our spouses, fathers, colleagues. Supporters have gathered at the court, applauding Pelicot every day throughout the harrowing months-long trial. Rape cases like this, rarely ever so public. For all the women who want to lodge a complaint and haven't, this woman says, there will indeed be a before and after Madame Pelicot. Pelicot has said she may never be able to rebuild her own life, but her mission now is greater, determined, she says, to create change.